Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Mini Brands Create. This is the Krispy Kreme donut series. Let's see what's inside. Okay, let's see which one this is. Definitely a new one because nothing's ever shook like that. Ooh, that's a new donut. I'm excited for that. And then it looks like some kind of cold brew drink. So very different than the other ones we've done. I've gotten 2, 4, 6, and 8. And we did not find the super rare, but I might keep looking. Because that one looks really cool, and I like the colors. It's very unique. So in this bag we have a straw, tongs, the Krispy Kreme UV light, and then, oh, these are the graham crumbs. Okay, so that must be what goes on the donut. And then we have the Krispy Kreme cup and the box to put the donut in when we're finished, and the donut. Glad we got a different variety donut too this time. And I love that they do the little pre-filled hole there so that you can see the detail. Now this one, oh, it's the ice cubes. That's cool. We haven't got those before, and I like the container it comes in. And then we have 2 different resins, I believe. One is the milk and white icing, and one is the coffee. So I guess you're going to use this for both items. So let me clean up and we'll look over the instructions. Okay, so we're going to do the donut first. It shows adding icing and then the crumbs and curing it. I know from the past ones I did that I'm going to actually do it a little bit differently. I'm going to put a first layer, just like a light layer, it doesn't have to be too thick, and cure that, and then come back and add another layer and the crumbs on top, just so the icing, it looks real bright white. Otherwise, you're probably still going to see the donut through the background. So I use a toothpick just to swirl it around, and it will start running a tad, kind of flooding. So you do have to work pretty quickly and run it under the light because it will start dripping down the donut. So just make sure it's the shape you want it, and then hurry up and zap it like that. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. It looks pretty white on camera, but I'm telling you, I think when I add this second layer, it's going to look way better. Before I do that, I probably should have opened this to see what these look like. You see how quickly that's filling in? It's flooding real nicely. So let's take this. Kind of do the same thing. I always move like in circles. I feel like that smooths the edges out when you swirl it like that. Trying not to touch the resin. Then you can look at it from all sides to make sure it looks rounded. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this and kind of tap, tap. They show it pretty heavily coated. So I think I'll do that and cure it. This is how it turned out. I think this looks really good, considering, because I feel like the other donuts I did that had the hole in the middle, I feel like those were difficult because it ran too much and all of that stuff. So let's set that aside. Here are the instructions for, I guess it's a cold brew. I don't even think it tells you the titles of these. But you're gonna add the coffee until right above the Krispy Kreme sign. Then you add the white. Then you stir it a little. Add the ice cubes. They only gave you 6, so I'm gonna add all 6. And then you add the straw. Well, the straw's already in there because you stirred it. And then you cure it. And then it looks like that. This might be my favorite one we made so far from this series. I mean, the Halloween ones were amazing. But we have this. Let me open this. Sometimes these are kind of a pain. That last one I didn't show opening on camera. Oh, see, that one came off easily. The last one I had to take scissors to, and it was kind of a mess. So the resin It's very liquidy and easy to get out. Easier than the Miniverse, I think. And I don't know much about resin, so I don't know if they use a different type of resin or what, but probably didn't even need to add the nozzle for this because it's probably would have actually came out quicker if I didn't. It's a nice brown too, very, very dark.
It's a donut thing.
Yeah, it's a donut. But with graham cracker crumbs.
Looks
I could see
more
that.
like a cookie than a donut.
I could see that.
Yeah, it looks like a crumble cookie or something.
Offensive. Oh, that'd be cool if they did a crumble collab. I'm not the biggest crumble cookie fan, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
But they do have some that are amazing. Doesn't matter that I'm splattering that because we're gonna be adding stuff to it anyways, but I think there's probably just enough in here. Yeah, I should not have used this nozzle. I should have just kept it off. This is gonna take a minute. I'm gonna try to get it till it fills up right above the Krispy Kreme line. And if it's like the previous ones, I might have to sit here with it upside down for a while. So I'll come back when we're ready to add the white one. Let me get these ready. Open. There's 6 of them in there. These are really cute. Now we're going to add this to mostly full, and then you could stir it. I'm curious to see if it's actually going to have like that, the milk running down. Also, I feel like I can't put much more in than that because the ice cubes are going to take up room. So here's my straw. Let's just gently... Oh, okay. Yeah, push it down a little. Okay, so it does have... You can kind of drag it down along the side, and it'll be easier to show you once I cure it. I'm trying to drag the white so it looks like it's sinking. Kind of how cold brew, you know, it looks. That kind of looks cool like that. I thought it was going to mix easier, but it's probably better that it's not. That way it has that suspended look to it. I don't want to stir too much because that'll add bubbles. But let's kind of see if we can smear it up the sides of the glass. Kind of. I feel like you could see it in the front better, which is probably best. But trying to get it to do it in the back too. Okay. That might be okay. Let's add the ice. I don't know if that's going to change anything. They are kind of big ice cubes. And it looks like it kind of does show them on top. I don't know if it's safe to add all of them. Oh yeah, I'm not sure that we can. I think it's filled up too high for that. But I kind of like that look where you can see them hovering on top like that. So maybe I'll just add, what was that, 4? And cure that, and then we'll take a look at it. I just took some of the white resin and kind of went in between, just adding a little bit. Because I think that looks more realistic, so it looks like the milk is poured right on top. Now I'm gonna cure it. I think this turned out pretty decent, and this is the first one I've done where the straw, you can't see it. It's not pressed up against the glass, so I did at least manage to do that correctly on the 4th try. Definitely looks the coolest like in the front. It's not showing very well on camera because it's so dark, but it is like swirled a little bit in the back. But I love that I put that right on top and that you can see the ice. So this is probably my favorite one that I've done so far. I think it turned out really cute. So now you can, if you want, put the donut in the donut box. And that is it. Pretty simple build. If you want to see me do more of these, I'm happy to get more, but I'm afraid that I'm going to run into duplicates at this point. But I really need to Google to see if there's any hacks to tell what's inside the mini brands like there is for Miniverse. So maybe I'll do some research tomorrow and see what I can find. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.